Welcome to Rashmi's podcast, where we dive deep into books that inspire, educate, and transform lives. I'm Rashmi Bhargav, and today we are reviewing a fascinating book that brings the gap between ancient wisdom and modern leadership. Legends of Bharat by Miss Tejaswi and Dr. Kapil Bhargava. Joining us today is Tejaswini, an avid reader and leadership enthusiast. Welcome, Tejaswini.
Thank you, Rashmi ji, for welcoming to your channel. I'm really excited to have this discussion forward with you.
So, let me start with a fantastic question. What makes Legend of Bharat stand out from other leadership books?
Okay. So the ideation of our book started with connecting the dots between the ancient wisdom and what our leadership principle says. So it draws the parallels between Lord Rama and Draupadi and Chanakya Nidhis towards how they have transformed the lives of our greatest legends, which we are well known, profoundly Ratan Tata and Kiran Bedi. So that was the example which I can quote from my book. So that was the unique thing which can we can expect from our writings.
Wow, that's actually fascinating. Can you share a specific lesson from the book that resonated with you?
One of my favorite lesson that is story of Ratan Tata, which resonates with Lord Rama's commitment towards dharma. So that resonates with Ratan Tata's integrity, trust, and his commitment to build the well-known renowned Tatas. So that was the one of the good example which I can quote. Leadership is not around how to lead people; it's around the value-based transformation that we can lead the systems and people as well. So that was a thought-provoking statement which we want to bring to the readers through our book.
I think that's a powerful takeaway. The book delves also into scriptures like the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads. How does that add value to the modern reader? Can you elaborate on that, Tejaswini?
Yes, definitely. Our book has the two main elements. That is, first is how and what. How these ancient principles which we have in the epical standards are connected to the transforming life principles or key principles of the leaders. So it's not around the only traditionally talking around the management systems and policies. It's all around the value based and value driven mechanisms, which can drive long term success and growth.
Wow, that's an important perspective. I'm really convinced. So, who do you think should read this book?
Anyone, like any professional belonging to entrepreneurs, leadership, or students who want to engage themselves to understand how we can transform our role better into leadership or management domains, and they want to really shape their future with the wisdom, with values, they can definitely have this read.
That's really nice to hear this, Tejaswini. Very good aspect. But before we wrap up,
Hmm.
what's your final verdict on Legend of Bharat?
It's must-read book, which I can say it's not around only the leadership book. It is definitely will helpful for making the life transforming, meaningful, and more profoundly value-based driven mechanism to lead a growth and successful life.
I think that's a very strong endorsement. Uh, Thank you, Tejaswini, for sharing your insights. To our listeners, if you're looking for a book that combines history, leadership, and personal growth, Legends of Bharat is what you should read.
Yeah.
Get your copy now and embark on a journey of timeless wisdom.
Yes. Mhm.
That's it for today's episode of Rashmi's podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more inside book reviews.
Yeah.
Until
Thank you.
next time, happy reading.
Thank you. Thank you once again.